There are one side of entrepreneurs who are very, very busy and don't have the time for things. And then you have the other side of entrepreneurs who are more productive and still get a lot work done in spite of not being too busy but also balancing out. Where do you stand? Are you the busy one or are you the productive one? Hi, I'm Diya Asrani and I'm a personal branding coach, and in this particular video, I really wanted to show you how I plan my productive day and how I make things productive for myself. Now, if you really like what you see, then do subscribe to my channel for all things related to personal branding. How do you build your presence as an entrepreneur and a successful leader in your industry, and how do you take things forward in your business? So in this particular video, I wanted to actually share something that a lot of coaches, trainers, entrepreneurs have asked me. How do I be productive? How do I get work done? Do I need to actually work day in and day out? Let me tell you one thing. If you're really building something that is sustainable, okay, and what I mean by sustainable is something that lasts forever, okay, for as long as you are alive. If you want to build something that really stands for your things and stands strong, helps you grow in your business, then you have to be okay to do a little more of productive work rather than being busy, okay? Being busy doesn't mean you're productive, okay? Being productive can be that you're being busy, but you're only being busy for that smaller chunk of time. You have to be smart in how you take things forward in building your productive day. Now, I want to show you how I do it. Okay, now everyone's got their own version of doing it. So this is a very subjective thing. So there are certain things that will work for you, and maybe you will have to see your version of saying, okay, maybe I could do this better. Okay, but this has worked for me. So that's why I want to, I thought I'll just create a video just to explain to you how things can work for you. And if you can incorporate it and if you see results, well and good, because I saw the results. All right. So I'm going to start with 5 quick tips that you can do to, build your productivity day. And also I'm going to share with you a little snippet of how I do my day. Like, how do I go about doing my day? Okay. I've also been through that struggle of saying, okay, I need to be busy. I need to constantly work on my business. I do constantly, I should be doing this thing. I should be building content. But I was wrong. Okay, when I actually went through this entire thing, I realized I was wrong. But when I started chunking down my work into few hours, I realized I was being more productive and getting work done at the same time, being there for the rest of my lifestyle. Okay, so that's why I wanted to show you this. Now, the very first tip that I want to talk in the 5 tips is find out what are your productivity hours. Now, what I mean by this is, it could be, maybe a framework of maybe 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours in a day, or maybe, like just a chunk of time where you feel you're most productive. Now, you might think that, okay, I'm not really figured that out yet. Think about the time where you get most of your work done. It could be a morning, or you could be a morning person, like an early morning thing, or you could have, maybe, okay, after finishing everything at home, I can, work on my brand. Now, you need to see that what time of the day are you most active, okay, and where you can get a lot of work done. All right, so that would be your first tip in terms of the productivity hour. Okay, now this can be in 2 hours, it can be in 4 hours, so you can divide the 4 hours into 2 hours and 2 hours. That's up to you how you want to do it, but figure out what is it that is your most productive part of the day, so that you can take things forward, and whenever it comes to anything, you know that those are the hours where you can work the most. All right, that's your first tip. Your second tip is plan your to-do list the previous day. Now, you might have heard this many times, but it is very, very important. A lot of entrepreneurs take this for granted. They say, yeah, I'll plan it, during the week sometime, and I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll schedule this. You need to review your to-do list the previous night. Okay, and why I say this is because your morning has to start not because you want to plan your to-do list for the day. It should start with what you planned the previous night, so that you prepare yourself. Your mindset has to set the previous night so that the next day, first thing in the morning, you have to do all these things. That's how the mind works. Okay, now if you say that, okay, I'm going to do my to-do list tomorrow I'll see if I can add a few more things. If you have the time, you have the bandwidth, you have the energy, go for it. Okay, there's no rigid rule or any kind of thing that you need to move in. All right, you just need to focus on what is it that I need to prioritize first. So I need to plan my to-do list the previous day so that I know how productive my day can be. So you already map your day before you go to sleep. So when you go to sleep, you know already that you have this in your mind and you have this plan for the next day. That's your second tip. Your third tip, which I want to talk about, is prioritize your health. Now, why I say this is because I feel that every day that starts with your health, with your wellness, with your me time, that is what really helps the most in making the rest of your day. It sets the tone for the day. I'll give you a small example. If I don't start my day with a workout, okay, like yoga or whatever I choose, okay, I'm a very, all over the place kind of a person, okay, so I don't really focus on one thing, but yes, of course, I do have my few likes, my preferred workouts. So if I don't start it, my whole day, that day goes for a toss. Why? I can still be productive, but I know at the back of my mind that I have not concentrated on my health. Okay, now a lot of people used to think that, I'm this very, always about health. But let me tell you one thing, it's all connected. If your health is not taken care of, okay, how are you going to be productive and use your body, use your mind and soul to actually work on the tasks that you're supposed to work on? So your health has to be really managed well. Okay, now you might have some, few things that you're, trying to work on. You might say that, okay, I want to lose some weight. That's a different thing altogether. But if you start your day with some kind of health practices, okay, something you do with, meditation, wellness, any kind of yoga, any dancing, Zumba, anything that you come up with, if you start your day with that, just see how the tone of your day actually changes. Okay, that's your third tip. Now your fourth tip, which I want to talk about, is schedule most of the important tasks during the productive hours. You chose your productive hours on the first step. Now you need to schedule those. Now if you're planning your to-do list, you need to schedule those very important tasks. Most important tasks for tomorrow are X, Y, Z. This has to be done between this and this time because I'm the most productive during this time. And you actually get it done. Okay. Now, suppose something very, very difficult. It's a difficult task, but you have to get it done. It has to be done, without fail. You have to do it during your productivity hour. Because if you don't do it, if you do it in an hour where you're not so productive, you will not get it done the way you should be getting it done. Okay. So see, not all tasks in business are to be loved and liked. You might love your passion. You might enjoy doing what you love, right? But there are certain tasks, certain things that you need to do every day that might bore you, might make you feel like, oh my God, what am I doing? Okay, it happens to the best of us, but we have to do certain things. If we were uncomfortable in our journey, we'll definitely be comfortable much later on. Okay, that's what I believe in. But if we are comfortable in how we do things, I'm just comfortable doing it this way, then how are you going to do it? How are you going to build something that is sustainable and that people can follow and join later on and learn from you? Right? So you need to schedule your most important tasks, not the tasks you love, the most important tasks during your productivity hours. Okay? And the fifth one and the final one I want to talk about is don't overload your day. Don't overwhelm yourself. The minute you overwhelm, you see there's so much to do. Oh my God, there's so much to do. I don't know what to do. The minute you do that, your day is gone. You will first be really disheartened with the fact that you couldn't complete most of the tasks. And you'll also feel that, okay, you're expecting too much from yourself. Okay? We are not robots. We are human beings. We have the right to live a balanced, harmonious lifestyle wherein we have bits and pieces of everything put together and we do it our way. If you overload yourself, you'll not like what you do beyond a point. It's not sustainable. Your productivity day has to be a sustainable day that you can follow throughout. You don't have to really believe in the fact that, oh, today I'm going to work really hard, tomorrow I'm going to chill. I'm going to take it easy. Okay, it has to be something that you can sustain and it grows with you over time. All right. So that's the 5 tips. Now coming to what I do, okay, in terms of my productivity, what does it look like in my day? Okay. So my day, I'm not a very early morning person. Okay, I am a person who gets up at a regular 7 o'clock, 7:15. That's my time. And I'm being honest. See, it's not because I don't believe in that whole 5 a.m., 4 a.m. thing, because for me, it works differently. Okay. So I work this way. So that's why I said disclaimer, it depends on what works for you and what works for yourself. You could be an early riser getting up at 4 a.m. and doing a lot of work. That's completely your call. Great if you can do it. Okay. But for me, I wake up at 7:15 and I start my day with a workout. Okay. My day starts. I don't think of anything else, however busy the day might be. I start my day with a workout, which could be either half an hour, 45 minutes or 1 hour. Okay. That depends on the time and how I plan it. Okay, so I start with yoga, then I go on with meditation. I do a little bit of gratitude. I, do some affirmations, right? That's my first hour. That's like my me time, okay? Then I go through my to-do list. Okay, what is my to-do list? What do I need to really focus on? That's my next thing, okay? Then I move on to my housework. Like I actually, because I live with a joint family. So for me, I actually work with that hour, the morning hour is the hour where I have to be around in the house. So I don't really schedule any calls, work, anything related to my business or anything, because I keep that for later on. Okay, so till 10, 10, 15, 10:30, I'm doing my housework. Okay, from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock are my productivity hours. Okay, now here's where I schedule the most important tasks for the day. After I'm done with my morning routine and everything, I schedule my most important tasks for the day from 11 to 1. Okay, now till maybe 1:15, 1:30, I'm doing that, whatever work has to be done. So say for example, content creation or videos or talking to a few people, coaching somebody, these are my hours. Okay, these are my most productive hours where I get most of my work done. Then 1:30 to 2:33, whatever is my lunch time. I keep that time for my lunch and going back to my family and handling things. Then from 3 to 6, I schedule the easier tasks that can be easily done, don't take too much time, they're not too much high on priority. Yes, there are tasks that will have higher priority. I can do that. I have a few international coach clients. I work with them as well in the evenings because their timings are mornings, my evening time, right? So I work on that. So I take that as it comes, but the 3 to 6 p.m. is the less productive set of hours, but I still get work done. Okay, but it's not like 100% 11 to 1. So 11 to 1 is my main chunk. Okay, and then after 6:15 when I wrap up, I make sure 6:30 I'm done with my work, and then I end it with a half an hour workout. Okay, so I literally sandwich my day with workouts. So I have a workout in the morning, then I create my day, and then I work out in the evening. So I can team it up with yoga and maybe dancing or something. It's really each to his own. But I do that and I end my day with that. And then finally, before dinner, before dinner I'm around or whatever, and then after dinner I just grab a book for 30 minutes, write down my to-do list, and I'm set for the day. So that's my productivity day, okay, which I follow, which has worked with a lot of trial and error, okay, and I've used these 5 tips, and that's why it has got me to where I am today. So now you can design yours. What I want you to do, okay, just take an A4 size sheet or take your notepad, take a nice pen and write down, okay, what are your most productivity hours, okay, what are your 2 productivity hours or maybe 3 or 4, and how would you design your typical day? Okay, would you sandwich it with workouts? I would suggest start with a workout, start with something that is related to your health, and then you can go on with the rest of the day. Now it really depends on what is your priority the most. Okay, now if you have like 2 kids, you need to handle them first, do that as priority. There's absolutely no one who's going to judge you. Okay, there's no such thing as 9 to 5 here. You're an entrepreneur, you could be a trainer, coach, professional, but you have the freedom to design your day the way you want. Okay, nobody has told you to come sign in at 9 and leave at 5. Now if you're a full-time worker, you're a full-time professional, absolutely fine, plan it according to that. Okay, do you have productivity hours during your 9 to 5 job? Work with the most important, most difficult tasks during that time. I hope this really made some sense, and I hope you got an insight on how you can build your productive day and make it really, really powerful for yourself. If you really want to see success in your business and you really want to see like how you can stand out as a leader in your industry, you've got to take care of how you deal with your day every single time when you're planning with your work. It's not about getting number of things done in a day. It's about what kind of quality of work did you actually take up and how productive were you during those hours. That's what matters the most. Now, if you really liked this video, I would really like you to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be sharing more videos on similar things related to personal branding, entrepreneurship, how to become a better leader in your industry, and how to build your online presence. Stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment what you think, and I really want to see you design your productive day to a whole new level so that you see success in your life. See you around. Bye-bye.